You know, traditions at a community college are so important. One of those traditions is musical moods. This year we celebrate 70 years. 70 years of a unique collaboration of students and faculty that culminates in a really cool way on one night, and a special night known as Musical Moods.
Albert P. Smith, who was the original department head, program director, division chair for music, performing arts, he was a graduate of the U of M, and he had experienced a similar type of collage concert at the University of Michigan, and he brought it to Grand Rapids Community College.
1950 to 1952, when I was a student here, I was in the music department, and at that time, Musical Moods was in the girls' gymnasium, which is where the music building is right today.
I was a student here from 59 until 62. Compared to today, oh, I guess you'd call it Stone Age. I was downright thrilled at the sound that came from all of these people. And it was a great community event. People from all over the city, schools, adults, came to hear it.
This event that brings together so many different people, so many different styles of music, so many different communities, it just makes that community stronger. It also makes that institution stronger as well. All the musical moods for me, I think I was in 2 of them, was an opportunity for me to do something that I never thought I really would do, and that would be a performer, which that's where I am at today.
When I see an alum of this program that have participated in Musical Moods, that's one of the things that they talk about as they matriculated through life and found their various stations in life. They never forget Musical Moods. They never forget Grand Rapids Community College.
After Smitty retired, Lynn Asper took over as the head of the music department. And then, of course, you know, the Musical Moods kind of took on his vision.
As Moods evolved, it was totally a student-run show. For students, it was a terrific opportunity. I don't have any doubt there will be a Moods 100. There just will.
My first experience with it was I was hoping to see some pianists, and I decided that that would be a really nice opportunity to have the piano students have something to work towards. From then on, there were always pianists on the program, and I really thought that was a marvelous opportunity for them to plan the kind of repertoire that might do well in that kind of setting.
I was looking at some of the videos this week of the students, and it was really fun to listen to them. And I have to say, I was really proud of the groups, and to remember the students and think about where they are now and how much they've accomplished.
The opportunity to perform, you know, I mean, you need that. That's the only way that you're going to improve and learn how to be a professional, is through that experience. One of my favorite memories was performing with Ron Patrick. We ended up creating a duet, a piano piece that we composed together. One of my fondest memories of Moods.
The last Moods that I conducted in 2011, a very special moment for me. My daughter, she did audition on a very interesting fast movement of an unaccompanied Hindemith cello sonata, and she was chosen to perform. It was a nice treat for me to have her perform at that my last Moods. We get so involved in our own area of music when we're teaching that we don't necessarily get to enjoy other people's work. The amount of talent that you see at one time is just amazing. It was always a thrill.
It was kind of a Dwayne Davis design by the time I was here in '91. And then when Dwayne retired, I ended up taking over the design of the show, but worked very collaboratively with the other directors of the ensembles.
I was a part of Moods 50, and Moods 50 was the change of my life. Actually, it's the one that I use when I teach my students about not being afraid. It was the turning point for me.
Both beauty and hidden chaos going on, and hopefully the audience never sees or understands the chaos that really happens and the amount of work that happens prior to that. As a band director now, it's kind of what I live on a daily basis.
Because my dad was on faculty and had been going to Moods even before I was a student, that made it even more special. The biggest concert of the year, that's when the best and the brightest and the best performances were put together.
The community, not just the internal community, but the external community, had grown to love the performance. You see the talent that is not only brought here, but enhanced.
The first time I went to one of these performances, I was stunned. What a great gift these students give to us in the community when they can move us in those ways.
One of the oldest traditions here at the college, and I'm so proud to have been a part of it for so many years.
There's something about traditions that give a sense of longevity, a sense of history. To be almost 70 years, I cannot believe that. Musical Moods, Grand Rapids Community College, they're synonymous.
I was very fortunate to have the opportunity to meet Smitty, interact with him. We had his legacy, and I continue to protect that legacy. I think it's very, very important to me. And I get very emotional when I talk about Smitty because he was a wonderful musician, a dear man, and truly had our students' best interest at heart. I feel that it's very important for our students to understand the legacy, the power that this collage concert has.
For me to be a part of that history, I really am happy. Something that's really important to the community.